Hi everyone, Sabrina here from Scrappy Tales Crafts, and in today's video I'm going to show you a birthday card that I created with Trinity Stamps Otter This World stamp set. You can see I went ahead and stamped out a few of the images from the stamp set. I stamped them all out with Memento Tuxedo Black ink, which is an alcohol-friendly ink and it's perfect to color with your Copics. I stamped on 110-pound white Neenah cardstock. This is my favorite cardstock for alcohol ink blending, and I do have the caps listed on the screen. Whenever I color with my Copics, I always start with my darkest marker and I map out my shadow areas. In the case of these otters, I wanted them to have a center highlight. 9 out of 10 times I will use the center as my highlight. I just think that's the easiest to visualize where the shadows would be, because the shadows would be on the edges of the object. So that's what I'm doing here with my markers. I'm placing the darker gray marker, which I think is C2, underneath the otter's helmet and then on the edges of his astronaut suit. For some of the accents on the suit, I'm going to color those in with some teal markers. These little astronauts are super cute. I've created a few cards with this stamp set, and I love that you can create so many different galaxy backgrounds to put these otters in, and that's what I will be showing in today's video. But the reason why I chose to make a birthday card for today's video is because it is Trinity's 2nd birthday, so I think that's amazing. They've come such a long way in such a short amount of time. So you're going to be seeing a lot of birthday cards this month, and I think Trinity is having a release on the 26th, so that'll be really fun. For their helmets, I'm going to use the same teal markers. I think I used BG23 and BG10. And I'm going to color in these otters brown. So I think I use E27, 25, E15, and E13. For the otter's faces, I'm adding the shadows around the otter's nose. That would naturally cast a shadow, and also underneath their snouts. So I'm actually leaving the highlight areas on the outer edges and at the top of their foreheads. And I always leave just a little bit of white space for my highlight color, and I'll also use my lightest marker to blend everything together. So I'm going to go over the entire face with that lightest marker. And then sometimes I lose my contrast if I overblend with my lightest marker, so I will sometimes go back in with my darkest marker and just add a little bit more contrast back in, but I didn't have to do that in today's video. So I think this image that I'm coloring up now, I think it's supposed to be a moon, but I'm going to color it as a planet. So I chose some orange markers. And then for the other planet, I decided to color that one purple. I'm using V09, V06, and V15. I'm hearing through the grapevine that Copics are on sale at Michael's for 97 cents. I've seen several people buy and start their Copic collection, which I think is amazing because they are pretty expensive. So I'm going to try to go to my Michael's tomorrow and see if they have any. Fingers crossed. I do have quite a bit of Copics. Pretty much every Christmas growing up, I asked for more Copics. So I do have a pretty good stash built up, but 97 cents is a really great price. So I'm moving on to create the card now. I'm adding this Trinity Stamps heart stencil. Included in this stencil set are several sized hearts. This is the largest one, so I'm going to tape it onto a 5 1/4 by 5 1/4 inch square card base. I thought it would be nice to do a different size, and I really wanted to use the largest heart so that I can create a pretty large space background. I'm going to take some of my Distress Oxide inks, and I'm using a combination of Picket Fence Studio brushes and the Trinity brushes to add my color. So I think I used Twisted Citron first, then Salty Ocean, and now I'm adding Picked Raspberry. And so the Picked Raspberry and the Salty Ocean will mix and create a purple color, which I think is pretty. And now I'm going to add black soot. This is what's going to kind of create your Milky Way. Those brighter colors underneath will still peek through, and those are going to create the nebulas in the galaxy. So I am adding quite a bit of this black soot, but I'm making sure to leave just a little bit of that color showing through. If you think the black is too harsh, you can use a dark blue ink. I like to use Faded Jeans sometimes. So that's going to finish up the ink blending on this card. I'm going to take my Kuretake Fine Text Silver Pearlescent watercolor and a paintbrush. I'm going to add some water to that silver watercolor and swish my paintbrush in there so that I can splatter on some of these stars. I realized that some of my splatters were getting into that heart on the other side of the stencil, so I just added a piece of paper to cover that and then continued with my splatters. And then I wanted to have some shooting stars, so I'm just going to use my paintbrush and just draw some lines into the heart. And that's going to complete my galaxy. I'm going to remove my washi tape that I used to avoid inking up the edges of my cards. And there's the completed galaxy. I think that turned out really pretty. I'm now going to take my stamped images. I ran them through my scan and cut. I did this because I didn't want there to be a white border around them. And at first I thought I wanted to use that heart space trail. I don't know what that would be called, but they have jetpacks attached to their suits and they float around in space. I think that's what that trail is supposed to be. And I thought it would be cute to have both the otters holding that trail, but I didn't know where to add my sentiment. So I ended up taking that off. But I do think that's really cute. And I saw another design team member use that heart trail on one of her cards. So if I find it, I'll try to link it down below. I just felt like the sentiment looked better in the center of the heart. Off camera, I added foam tape behind each of my stamped images, and I'm just going to pop everything up now. I did white heat emboss the sentiment onto some black cardstock, and I cut them into strips. But if you do buy the coordinating die set, they will cut out the words for you. And that's it. That's going to complete my card. This was pretty quick and simple to put together, but I think that ink blended heart really packs a punch. I really like all the white open space on this card. It's kind of different than what I typically do, but I really like how it turned out. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't yet already, go ahead and subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so you're notified when I post a new video. I will see you next time. Bye!